Hey friends, welcome to Christy Reacts. If you're new here, who am I kidding? You're probably not new here. I mean, we're about to jump into episode 3 and 4 of season 5 of The Sopranos. So you probably have been with me for a little bit, or hopefully you've been with me for a little bit and you have seen my journey into this crazy mafia world that I kind of super love. And I just got back from vacation with my family and I got to see some friends and meet some people. And it's always great to have conversations about my channel and talk about what I do online. And there's always two questions that always come up, like what has been your favorite movie that you watch or you've watched on the channel, and what has been your favorite show that you've watched on the channel. And the former is kind of hard to answer because there's so many different types of genres of movies, and is it a standalone, is it a trilogy? Like, it's hard to answer that one. But the latter, I feel like, comes so easy, so natural for me to say that The Sopranos is and has been the best show that I've watched on this channel or on my normal life. So needless to say, I am so excited to jump back in. I was on vacation for a couple weeks, and before that I was visiting my dad that got sick, and I was taking care of him, so I haven't recorded The Sopranos in like 3 or maybe 4 weeks, so I miss it. Quick little recap of where we're at. First of all, Janice and Bobby Bacala are married, which is like the worst because I love Bobby Bacala. I think he's so sweet and nice, and Janice is a leech. And also, Tony is now living on his own in his own place, and frankly, he looks so miserable and lonely. But his cousin Tony B just got out of prison. Now, Tony B wants to lead a straight life. He doesn't want to be back in the mafia. He actually just wants to be a massage therapist, which is amazing to me because I need a massage. But Tony is not happy with that. I mean, at first he kind of was okay with it, but then Tony B made a joke about Tony in front of everyone, and Tony was like, terrible, this guy's dead to me. And especially because he doesn't want to be in the mafia, Tony feels like there's no use for him anymore, which for everyone who keeps thinking, who has a tiny sliver of hope that Tony is a good guy and disguised as a mafia captain, this is a type of stuff that let us know that Tony is not a good guy. He will never be, I don't think. Okay, also Carmine Sr. passed away, and I think there is some tension between Carmine Jr. and Johnny Sack, and I don't know which of the two is really gonna step up and take on his role. I think like Johnny Sack deserves it because he's been like Carmine Sr.'s right hand for a long time, and basically he's in line to get, for the position. But, Carmine Jr. is his son, so he also kind of deserves that. Lastly, if you are looking for the full-length reactions, I already have those on my Patreon. I'm ahead on Patreon with Sopranos reactions because the kind of bottleneck is in the editing. So if you want to see the full length, check out my Patreon. And I have other stuff, like we're watching The Last of Us in Patreon, and we're also posting my video podcast with my brother, Christy's Comments Corner, and just some cool stuff going on there. So check it out if you want. And speaking of Patreon, a huge thanks to all of you who support me on Patreon and here. Thank you for supporting me on YouTube too. But my patrons are so special to me. They reach out to me, they support me, they love me, and I feel it so much. And I feel it from my sponsors as well, who go one step further to support me even more. And I have a new sponsor, someone who started saying like, I'll join your Patreon only for 1 month to give you a little support, and then for 2 months, and then he kept upgrading his membership, and now he is a full-on sponsor temporarily. I know that he'll downgrade in the future, but he really wants to support me, and I love that for us, and I love him, and he is Mr. Avatar. So I want to give a huge thanks and a huge hug to all of my patrons: Bradley, John Colson, Derek Davis, Matt and Treetop Jones, Chris Ninjuri, and Mr. Avatar. My channel loves you, and so do I, baby. I got my hydration station, which by the way looks different today because I bought this at the Wembley Stadium in London. And I got my headphones and I'm ready to watch. So let's do it. In between the intro and now, my dad texted me. He's like, hey, I'm bringing you Indian food, which by the way is my favorite. So I just had some chicken tikka masala and some butter chicken with garlic naan and rice. By the way, my brother's wedding that I just went to in Ireland, the daughter of Bobby Bacala's actor, the daughter of the actor that plays Bobby, was in this wedding. She was there and she was wearing the masks that I made, and I almost came up to her and took a picture with her, but I didn't want to be like a fangirl of the daughter of an actor. So, I mean, if it was Bobby Bacala, I would definitely be there. By the way, my brother says that it's Bacalieri, but why do I keep calling him Bobby Bacala? Isn't it Bacala? Or is it Bacalieri? Bobby Bacalieri. I'm not sure. I feel like I'm gaslighting myself. Bada bing.
Here he is, Mr. Clean.
It's hard seeing you like this.
What, working? With a real job? It's like I've been telling Feech, it's been a long, strange trip.
Feech also got out of prison recently, right?
Could have just as easily been me that went away. When I was gonna be there that night of the hijacking.
You ended up in the ER.
That's 16 stitches. You got 15 years.
You always were a lucky fuck.
Well, that's not completely true.
I'm serious about this massage therapy.
Well, you should keep a square job like that for appearances.
Oh.
I told my cousin I want to stay a civilian.
Ah, yes. Can I trust you if I talk to you frankly about him?
No.
My nephew does the lawns in this neighborhood.
I've been working this neighborhood for 26 years.
Are you fucking deaf?
But I'm busy here.
Oh, dang. He old but powerful.
How about I fuck off all over your stupid fucking face? You fucking mutt, huh?
Dang. By the dick.
You don't work this neighborhood!
Christ, we're on parole.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The fuck? Why am I on there?
Wait, he thinks he's Larry David?
That's Bobby.
And it does look like Bobby.
It's not you. It's a TV program.
Is he struggling with dementia, right?
What?
Junior.
As regards your uncle, of course of the promotion and all, I kind of thought I'd be out on the street more. It's just, it's over a year, and I'm still picking up prescriptions.
What do you need, money?
With Jan and the kids to feed now.
How's she doing anyways?
She sleeps a lot. It's hard. She's prone to depression, frankly.
She's a leech.
Marriage, or any partnership for that matter, is a give and a take.
What does she give you? She's all take.
You're the only one I can trust over there. And believe it or not, it's important to me that he's cared for. Maybe you can make more collections or something.
Thanks, Tom.
He doesn't want free money. He wants the chance to earn it.
Nobody cutting the lawn?
Mr. Vitro, the gardener. Somebody beat him up, broke his arm. Man came by and said he was going to cut the lawns. I said, no, I want Mr. Vitro.
You just goes. I'll straighten it out.
Phil, hey, I was just thinking about you.
How about this humidity?
Slap.
Please, whatever this is, shut up.
I'm shut.
You kick up the little Carmine. Paper.
No! I'm sorry, I'll pay you, okay? I'll do anything you want. I'll suck your cock, okay?
Is she any good?
No.
And what am I asking you for? You probably showed her how. Shut up. This'll muffle the shot. Only made it to the R's. There'll be no next time.
Scary. Okay, so because she's kicking up to Carmine Jr. instead of Johnny. She's getting scared.
I eat like a pharaoh. I got my own room, cable TV.
I have cable.
If I say, come on, we'll get some ice cream, we'll go to the park, it'll be
Well,
nice.
anyway.
Tony rude.
This fucking Johnny. He wouldn't even let the maggots get on Carmine before he's telling me to kick up direct to him.
Problem's come, I never named a successor.
This could get ugly. There's a lot of potential for bloodshed.
They almost killed us.
Jason, men are talking here.
Jason, you don't matter.
I've even had the makings of a varsity athlete.
Oh.
Your point being what, Junior?
No, forget it. He's just breaking balls. Maybe there could be a power sharing situation.
That's not all it's cracked up to be, believe you me.
Let's not get into that right now.
They actually have one boss and the other one's just senile.
Little Carmine, Johnny, and you.
I'm retired.
If things get heavy, you're just another voice to weigh in. And John still does better financially than he ever did under Carmine.
So he's proposing like a three-way kind of three bosses. I mean, it makes more sense than two, because if they disagree, we have a third voice to break the tie.
Obviously, he wasn't rehabilitated.
Rehabilitated?
I talk to the guy for you. Get you back your stops. So you give me a token. I don't know, couple percent.
Thanks, Paulie.
The mafia just comes in and says, this business is now mine, I'm gonna protect it. But really, all they do is come and take a percentage of their earnings. All the time. How hard it is to be in a neighborhood that's ran by the mafia.
I got a guy by the name of Sal Vitro. He says your nephew's moving into his neighborhood. So do me a favor, huh? You and your nephew over there, lay off.
It's fucking gardener, Paulie. You cut the hair on your balls, too?
You've been away 20 fucking years.
Which entitles me to earn.
Which entitles you to shit.
It entitles you to shit, you're gone.
Good thing for me, then, that your book don't mean no gods to me. And get the fuck out of my store.
Feet, you're out of control. You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
Bobby Jr. started wetting his bed again.
Oh.
Practically every night.
Just family stuff, these Sunday dinners. They're important, Janice.
I don't like her at all. Like, seeing her makes me, I want to punch her in the face.
You know, every day I understand more and more what Ma went through. I mean, we bitch about her, but I tell you, it is less and less a mystery why she was the way she was. An ungrateful husband, selfish kids.
A daughter like Janice.
What food did Janice prepare?
2 more minutes. Artie's re-sauteing the mushrooms.
She didn't really prepare Sunday dinner.
Heard you over there at the Motel 6.
My aunt took the house back.
I feel bad for him.
I'm staying over at my mother's and the place is empty. You can bunk with me for a while. Honey, we're like brothers. How long are we going to hold a grudge?
Thank you very much.
Remember? Artie tried to kill himself and... Can I say that online?
When were they supposed to come?
2 o'clock. I told you 5 minutes ago.
Wait, Sunday dinner at 2 o'clock? Sunday lunch.
Your father never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
Oh, what the... What the hell's with you?
Small hands. That was your problem.
Sorry, I just making fun of you. Tony is so funny.
And when I was a kid, you told the girl cousins the same thing. It was very hurtful. So I don't want to hear it again. End of subject.
You got yelled at, Uncle June.
All I know is you never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
Oh my God, they're gonna...
Did I just tell you not to say that again?
Say what?
Get your coat, we're leaving.
I don't have a coat.
Well, then get moving. It's my last Sunday dinner here. That's what's going on.
Tony, you're so volatile.
He's a goddamn hothouse flower. That's his problem.
He's a little senile, so I wonder if that's why he's like going over and over that.
I gotta nip this little Carmine shit in the bud. Power vacuum, the capos buy their time, nobody's sure who to pay, so nobody gets paid.
So, Angelo had an idea.
Sure it was Angelo.
What if there was a power sharing situation?
What's this, the fucking UN now?
I forget it.
Johnny Sack, he talks like with his tongue in the middle of everything. It's like a tongue lisp.
Where is he?
Oh.
I'm telling you, I don't know.
Well, this Bailey's not allowed to leave the house anyway. Junior.
You know, my grandpa, when he had, I think, Alzheimer's or just some sort of dementia. And he also would he'd just go on walks and we'd be looking around for him forever.
I'm looking for Johnny Soprano, goddammit.
Hey, this here's a church. You can't talk like that in here.
Come on, fool. Go on.
Oh.
Where the hell is he?
He's like an old woman, Bobby. He's probably gossiping with one of the neighbors.
I'm afraid he might have wandered. My grandfather did this.
Maybe you better call Tony.
I can't just dump this on Tony. I gotta find him.
Good man.
Bobby, I just can't.
I need your help here. Jesus Christ. Sometimes I think I love Junior more than you do.
That's right. And do something, Janice. Do one thing.
I'm a friend of Sal Vitro's. You're gonna make good on his busted arm. Why am I gonna do that? Of course, I said so.
What are you gonna do, Polly? I like it when Polly gets mad. Because he, is a little crazy. Oh. Ba-da!
Give me a wallet, you prick.
Always after the money.
By next Tuesday, I want Sal Vitro's whole orthopedics bill paid. Let's call it $1,200. From now on, I get 10% of whatever you make in this neighborhood.
Ba-da! He took the lawnmower. Those things are not cheap. I just bought one at Home Depot the other day. Literally yesterday. And it's not cheap.
This meeting today, we're trying to nail down a new contract, and now a mess our own gone.
That office park by Troy Hills.
Hey, Christopher.
Ready to shit. She little Carmine and Johnny comes up, you clam up.
You got it, Tom.
Listen, it's your uncle. He's gone.
You mean he's dead?
No. We think he might have wandered off.
He can wander off the Palisades for all I care. He's fucking dead to me.
Because of a comment. I mean, he never did have the makings of a varsity athlete. It's no lie. You have small hands, Tony.
If anyone cares, I'll be upstairs lying down.
Nobody cares, Janice. Why don't you dig a hole and lie down?
What galls me is that before little Carmine went to Florida, I was actually close with him. I was in his wedding party, for Christ's sake.
I had no idea you guys were that close.
Close. We were like brothers.
It's a shame then you can't find a way to work things out.
Christopher, stop talking. Clam up.
Maybe you let him keep Lorraine, and you
Okay.
take a bigger piece of his Florida shit, the clubs.
You know, it wasn't long ago I remember you used to wait in the car. And as far as I'm concerned, you should still be there. Everybody's got a goddamn opinion.
Tony, you need to smack him.
What the fuck did I say?
I'm sorry, T. I just thought
I gotta unfuck what you just fucked up. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Christopher.
This shit between Johnny and little Carmine is bad. Worst comes to worst, it could work to our advantage. So keep your ears open and your mouth shut.
How much longer am I gonna have to keep doing this?
Major Rico against Tony Soprano? Those things take years to build.
Damn. She should get out of it now.
Hello, handsome.
Hi, gorgeous.
Do you know me?
Do I know you?
You and I had relations?
I give you half and half in the back seat.
I want to go home.
Go home. What a weird encounter. So sad.
Sure you don't want to tell me your name, you're not in any trouble or anything.
Corrado Soprano.
You're like, no way.
Why don't you come and get in the car where it's nice and warm? We'll try to figure out how to get in touch with your lawyer, all right?
No way. The king of the mafia of New Jersey is wandering around barefoot or in, wearing socks and pajamas in the middle of the night.
We found him walking across the Clay Street Bridge in Newark.
Newark?
Here you go, sir.
Go shit in your hat.
Uncle June, stop. Thank you, Uncle.
Go shit in your hat. I love that. I never heard that before.
They found him in Newark. in his slippers.
Slippers.
He was looking for Daddy tonight. There may be something seriously wrong with him.
He's fucking dead to me.
Are you that fragile?
Fuck him. You reap what you sow.
You sure did. Maybe there's a reason you're living all alone here, Tony, without your family?
You're gonna give me advice on marriage?
Marriage.
And I was 16 when you left me in that house with our head case of a mother, who you all of a sudden relate to so fucking well. Well, I sit here mired in her bullshit while you're off dropping acid and blowing roadies.
Roadies?
Roadies.
And now you're back and you're gonna do to this man what you do to every one of them.
Fucking piece of shit!
Oh my god. Ándale, Artie.
Want more responsibility? Stop with controlling your wife.
Sal Vitro's been working the area since my mom was still working at Kresge's.
All right, how about this? Vitro and your nephew split the area. It's for the broken arm. All right, make it $1,000 for the pain and suffering.
Wow. It's all a negotiation.
I got you $500 for your arm, and you keep half your area.
Half?
It could have been nothing.
You get $1,000. Polly's the worst.
So I assume your sister told you I'm treating your uncle.
Well, to tell you the truth, me and my uncle, we don't talk much anymore. He's a hostile prick.
Unfortunately, obstinacy is consistent with his condition. Do you find he'll ask the same question every 3 minutes, what time it is?
I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't have the makings of a varsity athlete. Do you feel a little bad, Tony? You were so harsh on him.
Heard you had a little problem.
What problem?
All right. And it is your cancer, doctor.
I knew that. You said doctor.
I can't help but feel bad for him.
Believe me, there's plenty I'd like to forget.
Yeah, you and me both.
I'll never forget season 1 when he tried to have you killed.
Look, the doctor said you may not have known what you were saying.
What are you talking about?
The varsity shit.
You really offended him. You really did, huh? It's his ego.
Let's assume that you didn't know what you were saying. That
You're going back to it?
why's it gotta be something mean? Why can't you repeat something good?
Great point.
I mean, don't you love me?
My God, he's getting emotional? Is it touching your heart, June? Oh my God, I'm gonna hit play right away. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Junior feeling a little emotional over Tony's love. What are you doing?
Stop, Uncle Tony, it's freezing cold!
I want a pool. I want a pool in my backyard. How do I, who? How, what, like...
What's the matter?
Oh.
Is this one of your attacks?
Carm looks good. That shirt. I love that shirt.
Mr. Wegler wants us to come in and discuss AJ's lousy academic performance.
It's gotta be hard for him, this situation with us. Why don't you cut him some slack?
I get to be the prison warden over here while you indulge him.
I don't have to listen to this shit anymore. That's why we're separated.
That is not why!
You need to co-parent regardless. Separated or not. Like, you're both racing. Oh. Oh my God. No.
You were warned, Lorraine. The money goes up to John.
Oh my God.
Lorraine Caluso and the kid Jason.
Fucking Philly Leotardo. It's goddamn Johnny Sack. It's his message to the other captains, that fucking animal.
Rusty. Car's here.
I love my new hydration station from Wembley Stadium.
fucking declaration of war by Johnny, if you ask me.
I mean, it's a big move.
Sounds to me like your friend John wants to force little Carmine's hand. In my day, the top spot would have gone to little Carmine.
You drove Tommy Pinto? Here we go. Memory lane.
It's important.
Tony and Jackie Aprile knocked over your card game. Oh, that he doesn't like to talk about. I heard that.
That's how they became. Remember, that's what made him.
Fellas, you want to give us a minute here?
Why doesn't he just like... Yeah, I guess it's fine.
I came to ask for my game back.
It's my uncle's game now, Feech.
Yeah, right, your uncle's. I'm in a way just asking if I can run it for you.
Why would I need that?
11 years I ran it. No fights, no raids.
I'll give you 20%, but you gotta rent the house from me. I could throw some high rollers your way.
Thank you, Don Antonio.
Don Antonio, I like that. How does he keep track of all of these business deals he makes? Like, there's nothing written down. 20% of da-da-da.
So, we're at the Peppermint Lounge, but in walks these two stewardesses from brand new. Next thing you know, we're in the hotel room. Me, Frankie, and the two broads.
I see ya.
So I'm wearing these pointy featherweights, and they stick the toe in, and I'm fucking it with it.
My God, no thank you.
Hello, girls.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey. How you doing? What, did I interrupt one of your impermeable stories?
Yeah, actually.
Go ahead.
The maid says, what's going on?
I got my shoe in a snatch.
And it falls off and she keels over. Que putz. So, Doc, how's the plans for the wedding? I didn't get my invitation.
Okay.
So let me guess. He called the English teacher Daddy-O.
Oh. We are rapidly approaching crisis mode here with these grades.
He says he's trying his best.
SAT-wise, 505 and 430.
Remember, Carm, when they thought he had ADD?
You didn't tell me that. If I'm learning disabled, I get unlimited time on my SATs.
Is that true?
Wait, is that true? Then maybe he does have ADD.
Do you think it would be a benefit to him to see a psychologist on a regular basis?
People use it as a crutch. And I always wonder what
Tony.
happened to Gary Coop with a strong
The strong silent type. Tony, don't be an idiot.
And I'm gonna have to agree with my husband here, Mr. Wegler.
He benefited from therapy for a long time.
What's going on, Mary?
Dominica Paolini and Sasha Caputo, they were on their way to school this morning and they hit a tree. Nick is dead. Sasha's in a coma.
Oh my God.
What's that?
He was here when I got here.
She knows instantly. She's like, this is a soprano move. What is he doing? I don't get it.
What, this is mine?
Yeah.
He doesn't have enough distractions?
After what happened to those kids at his school, 6 CD changing. It's got surround sound.
I feel safer already.
Can we take it out?
Yeah, we can take it out. Once. Then this baby sits in the garage till you pull your grades up to a C.
Yes.
You heard your father.
Accountability,
I was talking to him, not you.
responsibility. Whoa. Why is he so rude?
You better be nice to your mother. She's got the keys till your grades are up. The carrot and the stick, you gotta do both.
Yeah,
I
I
could
agree.
strangle him sometimes. He can be so hateful.
Oh, your little movie connoisseur friends are still meeting?
At least I have friends.
The fuck's that supposed to mean?
Come on, Tony, you just have a bunch of flunkies. You're the boss. They're scared of you. They have to kiss your ass, laugh at your stupid jokes.
And I apologize for my use of foul language. Foul with a W. Said some very hurtful things to me in regards to myself. But it is still no excuse to use the vile word that I used.
Cunt, right?
Yes, Elliot. I still have great regard for you, even though you said some horrible things. P.S. I'm doing fine, Anthony. Notice he still fundamentally blames me.
Yeah, basically.
After our meeting the other day, I had some ideas about some further strategies for Anthony.
Sure.
Cup of coffee, I could share them with you.
Dinner and a kiss.
Well, yeah, I guess that would be okay.
Feels like a flirtatious thing. Or am I making this up in my head? I just want her to be happy to date.
You know, Ringo was not their original drummer. That was Pete Best.
She did a little research so she can connect with him.
So, is this what they call common ground?
Yeah.
Can I go to my room? I'm full.
Am I so horrible?
Get over yourself.
Let's go. Do me a big favor.
He's the worst.
You're gonna be a martyr. Obviously, I'll sit here.
Nope. Go. Put your plate in the sink.
It's hurting me. It's hurting me to see how rude he is to her. Are all teenagers like this? Teenagers are rude.
200.
Oh my God.
Accountant dies, goes to heaven. Same time as the Pope. St. Peter shows the Pope to this shithouse. That's where he's going to live. Then he shows the CPA where he's going to live. It's a fucking mansion. Pope says, he gets a mansion, then I get a hovel? St. Peter said, we got hundreds of popes up here. This is the first Jewish accountant.
I used to be able to write off condoms.
Oh.
What do you get when you cross an accountant with a giant jet airplane? A boring 747.
That's a bad joke. And Tony can tell. Tony can totally tell because Carmela said you have no friends. They have to laugh at your joke because you're the captain. I bet Feach is not laughing, is he?
Algebra, huh?
Stop trying to connect with him. He clearly hates you.
I've decided to let you stay in the city after the concert. No Hudson Suites. I talked to Med. She said that you can sleep over at her apartment. Sunday morning, I want you home 10:30 sharp.
I'm not having teenagers. Having kids, and when they turn 12 and a half, I'll give them away. And then at 21, I'll take him back as, like, support. Adult love and support. They're stealing all of the cars in this wedding. Muscle tough and cement tough, muscle tough and cement tough. Fun.
Apparently, there's been an armed robbery. Some automobiles were taken.
They left all the American cars. Oh my God.
I think his skull is broken. That was a fucking SL55 convertible.
How is it his fault?
Look, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it up there.
What are you talking about? You know Mom's gonna call here.
Just tell Mom I'm on my way up.
All right, you better stay there and be home on time tomorrow.
Carm, yeah, it's good that you have a relaxing night alone at home. Maybe invite the school principal to come over.
Is your brother there? He's not answering his cell.
I know, he's asleep. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but he was pretty zapped.
I knew it.
I knew it.
So, how are things going?
We're in the middle of a movie, Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I want my kids to be nicer to me. How did she end up like this?
Go, 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 go. Hold it.
Is it gravity bong? Is it gravity bong? Is that what they call it?
Where's the patient?
Oh.
Today's.
Somebody hit us. They stole all the fucking cars. You gotta help me before they're chopped.
AJ, it's your mother. Call me.
It's my mother.
My face is stuck to the rug.
Fucking crazy glued you.
Housekeeping!
All right, help me.
Rip it. Oh, man. 1, 2, 3.
Ow, dude, take it easy.
Ah. Oh, my God. Ouch. Oh my God, his eyebrows are gone.
AJ stayed in the city with his friends last night and he's not home yet, and I can't get in touch with him. He could be dead by now. OD'd. God knows what else. God, why did I let him go?
He's all right.
And Meadow, be mad at Meadow for lying.
I've been going crazy trying to reach you.
Later, I don't
What
feel
happened to
good.
your face? You never even went to Meadows after you gave me your word.
Get off my back.
You are a liar.
Fuck you.
Oh. What a monster kid.
The big guy's looking for a consignment from a wedding in Ringwood last night.
I'll make some calls.
Oof, I'd be running.
He lied to me, Tony, which means that they both lied.
She's covering for him.
Oh, hey, Dad. I was just taking out the trash.
What's different about you?
He has no eyebrows, Tony.
You're never gonna drive that fucking car till you're 45 years old.
I was gonna go to Meadows, but there weren't any cabs.
Look at your face. If you got some kind of sexual proclivity with that teacher or whatever, now's the time to tell us.
I had a few beers, but it just made me sick.
You had a couple beers. You didn't do any drugs.
No.
Test him.
Carmela, look. A couple of beers.
It's not that. It's the lying, the yelling at her, the being rude, cursing.
I am sick of your bullshit. Both of you. He can go live with you.
Great, good.
Shut up.
I hate EJ. I hate him.
What are we gonna do? Really?
Take him.
Carmela, this is normal teenage shit. You remember us?
It's my fault, Tony. My pathetic need to compete with you clouded my judgment. I can't be the villain anymore. I mean it. And I can't say fuck it. Take him. Let him live with you.
Yeah. They're having a grand old time.
You have anything to do with that wedding takedown in Ringwood?
Why? Is that a problem?
Yes.
Are you aware of how many things a fucking MD can do for us?
Sorry, Godfather.
Who authorized you to do it? And don't call me Godfather with that fucking cute smirk.
Here's your end. Be happy.
When were you gonna tell me about it if I hadn't called you here?
I'm here now. I'm telling you about it now. What, do I have to send you a memo every time I move my bowels, too?
Feach does not respect him.
I don't like the way I'm being talked to you.
And that's another thing. I don't want to hear no more about how it was in your day. Shut the fuck up!
Things have changed.
Jesus Christ, Feach, I'm trying to ease your transition here. And this is the thanks I get?
We gotta get rid of him. And I don't... How do we get rid of him?
Gotta remember, Tony, I still think he is a kid. I'll learn.
That face, that Tony face is scary. It's like half eyes. Look at him. They laugh at his dumb joke because they respect him. Feach doesn't. Doesn't respect him, hates him for being the captain. Take him out. Do better.
Get yourself 55 back, okay?
I think he's gonna take him out. I think so. I don't think Tony would allow him.
Maybe I was too hard on that guy. Did I learn nothing from Richie Aprile? Huh? Nip it in the bud.
Nip it in the bud.
How you doing?
Oh, stop by the bakery. They said you left already.
He said you should try in the jacket, see how the sleeves are.
How's that? I look better than Sinatra.
Looks good.
Oh, we gotta do this shit. You don't wanna know. It's all fucked up.
Now we got no place to park the truck that we got.
He don't want me to know what's in the truck.
Flat screen TVs.
Park the load here. This way I'm around. Keep my glimpse on the stuff.
How much you gonna want for that?
You gotta kick in a TV.
Okay.
Thought I had
Okay.
a plan for Anthony, but I'm not so sure.
Look at them together.
I mean, look what happened to those girls just driving to school.
How's Anthony coping with that?
He doesn't care.
I have to say, he never mentioned it.
Oh, they went on to dinner. I thought they were gonna like grab coffee.
My husband doesn't want that for him either. You met him. My husband can be very magnetic. What about you? How long have you been at the school?
Since '86.
Oh, long time.
Hey, have you read Madame Bovary?
No.
It's great. It's truly great.
I will stop by Borders on my way home.
Does she know how to spell that?
Supervisor Curran, parole board. Site visit.
Ooh, surprise visit from the PO. Oh my God. Are they gonna catch your TV truck?
Eddie examined every fucking dust bunny in the place just last week.
Is that new?
Yes.
Bequest.
The truck is there. He got a TV from it.
That your garage?
You want to see my fucking garage? You never seen an oil stain before?
Okay, is this how Tony's taking him out? Instead of killing him, he planned this whole thing. Did he plan the TV thing, the TV truck, not having where to park it, having Christopher kind of hint at it and him offer it, and then tipping the parole officer.
Well, what's a Dutch oven?
When you fall in bed with a woman and you force her head under the covers.
Yeah, but first you gotta be in bed with one.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Whoa!
Yeah, I would. Yeah, all right, that's enough. Go upstairs, do your Spanish homework.
15 minutes.
No.
Go. Oh my God. Do you think he knows Tony did this to him? Damn, that's what you get when you mess with the captain. The Home Depot, that's where I bought my lawnmower. It's super expensive, by the way. I hated buying that. I have a tiny yard. Tiny. It doesn't need a lawnmower.
They put him on a corrections bus this morning.
That's Tony's way of taking him out. Thought he was going to kill him, to be honest.
This was a better move than taking him out.
Oh!
Christopher agrees, by the way. Well, that's nice that he agrees. But I'm not running a fucking popularity contest.
It's not true. You like being liked.
Mommy, look at me! Anthony!
Oh. Dang. So lonely. She gets home and is lonely. Alone and lonely. Dang. Okay, I'm gonna close this up. Let's talk about it. Okay, so Uncle Junior's dementia or memory issues are more far gone than I thought he was. I guess those things progress quickly sometimes or at rates that I can't really understand, but he seems to be forgetting a lot of stuff and repeating things. And Tony at first was really mad at him, but when he realized that all these things he was saying was because of his condition, he kind of felt bad. He softened up a little bit. He asked him, "Do you love me?" And Junior got kind of emotional about it. But it's also really nice to see Bobby Bacala or Bacalieri, kind of the way that he has given himself to the cause that is Junior, and the fact that he is all in and he does want more responsibility and he wants the chance to earn more money, but he really does care about Junior more than his own needs, because Janice does not care about him. Janice is selfish and she's just, I can't believe, okay, let's not talk about that. It's really nice to see Carmela kind of putting herself out there, going to dinner with the principal, but it's also really hard to see her be so lonely and AJ be so mean to her. AJ is really being really mean to her. Tony, I think, is now, even though he's more lenient than Carmela, I think he's now slowly going to realize that AJ is a difficult child. It's not all Carmela's fault. It's not because she's controlling and a martyr and whatever. It's just because AJ is difficult. I'm also kind of disappointed that Meadow played into this, although she is, just a teenager. Is she 20 now? 19, 20? And she's covering for her brother, but I'm kind of disappointed there. Okay, now what I really want to talk about is Feech. The way they took him out was brilliant. I think this is almost worse than if they had just killed him, because now he's going to spend many more years. He just got out of 20 years in prison and he's going to spend many more years. He's already so old. I think he's probably going to die in prison, and that's kind of sad. I think he could have just taken him out, although that would have raised a lot of questions. But anyway, I think that was brilliant. The whole way they planned it, having Chris come over and not wanting to talk about it, and then just kind of blurting it out oh yeah, it's a truck and it's full of TVs and whatever, and the whole thing. I think it was so smart that they did it like that. And now they got rid of Feech, who didn't really respect Tony. Weird that Tony is now reaching out to Melfi, and also kind of putting the blame on her. I apologize for calling you that word, which, by the way, Hilarious? No, he was trying to sound like cordial or smart a little, and he ended up sounding like an idiot. But anyway, he's like, I apologize for calling you this, but you did this, this, and that, and you hurt me and whatnot, which is kind of weird that he wants to reach out to Melfi in the first place. But lastly, my favorite scene, even though it was a little heartbreaking to see this all unfold, was when AJ came downstairs and Tony's like, something's different about you. Oh God, that was hilarious. He has no eyebrows. Great 2 episodes. I'm wondering what's gonna happen next. Who is gonna end up with Carmine Sr.'s kind of position? Is it gonna be a 3-way split? Is it gonna be Carmine Jr. or is it going to be Johnny Sack? I'm rooting for Johnny Sack. But anyway, thank you for watching with me. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a like. Follow me on Instagram at Christy Reacts. And these are the crew members, Christy's crew members. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.